Good afternoon everybody and welcome to the stream. I'm Robert from the El Magnifico Games channel and today we're going to begin a playthrough of Journey. Now, despite being a 2012 game, I've never actually played Journey. I do know that it's very highly acclaimed, won quite a lot of rewards when it came out, and I also know that it's one of the games that often gets picked out as an example of a game as a piece of art. That is, appreciating the game in its entirety as an artwork in the same way you might a painting or a musical composition. Not a lot of games get treated that way, so it's very notable that this one does. Anyway, I have reason to believe that this is going to be a fairly good game. I'm going into this pretty much blind, so let's get into it. Hey Stray Blaze, it's lovely to see you. How are you today? Lots and lots of sand. We're in a desert, clearly. I have seen like the first 5 minutes of this game, or probably less than that in this case, because obviously I have to test things before I stream. There's something in front of the sun there. Something sticking out of the sand. Now, are those tombstones, or are those monuments? Something falling from the sky? A meteorite perhaps? Or a will-o-wisp? Hard to say at this point. And here we are, in all our glory. Kneeling in the sand. So we have legs. As for arms, we cannot say at this stage. Interesting. So we have some sort of singing ability, it would seem. But aside from this, we don't appear to have any other ability to jump. Also, the temptation is to go towards the only place where there's stuff. But what's to stop me wandering off in any direction I like? Or does nothing stop me? Nothing appears to be stopping me. Interesting, I wonder if it matters. Are all journeys the same? Is there a set path, or can I just pick a direction and... Ooh, we're sliding. Bit like Nier Automata. Can I just pick a direction and that will be my journey? So this is how you're going to make it a 7-hour stream. I'd be very impressed if I managed to make this a 7-hour stream. Ah, there's those monument things I spoke about before. Looking less like tombstones with the bits of cloth over the top. Ooh, we're having trouble getting up the top here, aren't we? Okay, I get the feeling that I was supposed to go to this point specifically. Yep. So there's a mountain in the distance. Let me make a note of that. Is that the sun that's peeking through, or is there something else shining on top? Mountain with shining light. Looks like there's some sort of writing on these. Or is it just a pattern? It's hard to tell from this distance. It might just be a pattern. How do I do the singing thing? Right, they don't react. Can I get a close look at one of these? Yeah, there's no writing, is there? Or if there was, it's been worn away a long time ago. Then again, if these were here for all that long, I don't think the cloth would still be here. I don't think that would survive these sort of conditions for very long. Ah, there's another light in the distance. Presumably I'm being led there. Yeah, now this is looking a lot more like a graveyard, isn't it? Is that the singing symbol? On top, next to that shining light. Oh, my controller's starting to shake ever so gently. I don't know what the significance of that is. Well, it's some sort of writing, isn't it? Or symbols, at least. Okay. Something's interacting with our body. Wait, did we have that little... Yeah, the little scarf thing has changed. We couldn't do that before. We've gained a new ability. Now, is this ability restricted to when we're close to whatever that is? I think so. Look, the scarf. Well, it's not quite a scarf, is it? I'm not sure what to call it. The, like, mini cape, the capelet. The capelet flashes when I try to do the jump thing. If I'm not in range of this monument. Interesting. Very interesting. So you're using a controller. I remember regular keyboard controls in the game were quite a pain. Yes, I can imagine. This game came out on PlayStation originally, I think. So I fully imagine this game was designed entirely with a controller in mind, and then mouse and keyboard were added later. Right, so I think technically I can do the jump. whenever my feet are touching stone? No. It's when one of these bits of cloth are near me, I think. And did I understand correctly? I could summon them to me by singing. That didn't work. What if I'm closer? And then I can do the ability. Okay. That's a useful mechanic to be aware of. Now, if more of these bits of cloth are interacting with me at once, do I jump any higher? I don't think so. Yeah, I think as long as one of them is interacting with me, I get the ability to its fullest extent. Same goes for Abzu, I suppose. Oh yeah. I played Abzu a number of years ago in VR. If it's the game I'm thinking of. It was good. This was before I was streaming though, so there's no stream of it. Ah, this looks like the direction we're supposed to be travelling in, by the looks of things. So we're going through more of what may be a graveyard. I mean, certainly someone's erected these stone monuments for some reason. I don't know why. But it looks like there's a larger structure down and to the left of the sun there. Looks almost ancient Greek from this distance. But when we get closer, that may be... Oh, how come I could use the ability then? That contradicts what I was saying a moment ago. Ah, maybe the bits of cloth hovering about is just a visual effect. And my ability to actually do the jump is purely based on range or something? I don't know. Perhaps it will become more clear later, or perhaps it won't matter. It does look nice. Lovely to see you, Entor. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful day too, Stray Blaze, if I haven't said already. So I can't see any practical reason for me to be able to do these jumps at the current location. I must assume for now that this is just a tutorial mechanic. The game's just showing me, oh, there will be circumstances under which you can do special things when you're close to certain other things. Right. So we have two directions we could go in now. We could go there or we could go here. Let's start with over here because it's closer, I think, or at least more accessible. The music's very atmospheric, isn't it? It does remind me of Abzu's music in that way. I haven't checked. I wonder if it's the same developer. I could very easily believe it is. Oh, I'll tell you what it probably is. It's probably the same composer. I don't remember who did the music in these two games, but now that I think about it, I seem to remember reading that it was the same person. Was it reading or was it a YouTube video? One or the other. Very interesting architecture, isn't it? I can't think off the top of my head of a human architecture that's quite like it. But at the same time, it looks almost like it could have existed, historically speaking. It's very simple, but it's got its own geometry going on, doesn't it? Its own motifs. It's interesting. I am guessing here, but I'm guessing this isn't going to be a game about piecing together some sort of mystery. I'm probably not expected to, like, note fine details about the architecture. Oh, that's how they control where I can go. I just got blown away. I tried to travel in this direction. I was very unceremoniously turned around and forced to slide face first across the sand. Yeah, I imagine I'm not going to be expected to note fine details about the architecture and draw conclusions from that. I'm guessing that I'm just supposed to enjoy it. But, we'll see. There was a sort of intro, but it was very short. The first thing we saw was sand dunes, as far as the eye could see. And then I believe there was a large area, a large expanse that was covered with little monuments like those, which may be tombstones, I don't know. Hard to say. If I get back up the top here, you may be able to see that, yeah, there tends to be a lot of them all in one place. It just kind of feels like a graveyard to me, but it's hard to be sure. And then we saw something descending from the sky, which at first looked like it might be a meteorite that was breaking up in the atmosphere or something. But then it started moving horizontally to the ground, so it looked more like a will-o-wisp. And then the game, the camera shifted to a close-up on the player's face, and then we began. And very shortly thereafter, we had like a mini cutscene showing that mountain in the distance with something shining on top. So that's it. Hey Foa, it's lovely to see you. How have you been? So there's something up here. Can I sing to it? Well, I can sing to it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Right, so instead of jumping, I just walk at ledges, and the character seems to know what to do. Good. Other than my foot hurting a bit, I don't know why. Oh no. Do you think perhaps you sprained it slightly whilst walking around or something? Well, I don't suppose that's any of my business anyway, but I'm sorry to hear that. And yes, I'm doing alright. Okay. That was interesting. Have I permanently gained the jump ability now? No. And it's gone. If I had to guess, I wonder if that was temporarily giving me the ability to do the jump, but not in a way which was tied to a specific location. Like I had to be standing on an exact spot, more like a power-up. It is hard to be sure though. Okay, so I can interact with glowing cloth by... oh, blimey. By singing to it. Could those be little capelets that people gone by once wore? Once upon a time. Okay. So I have a limited ability to fly right now. Presumably I was supposed to come over here, I would guess. There was something over there as well, which I saw, which we didn't interact with. There it is. There's a thing there. I don't know if it's worth going back for it. Ooh, those look very similar to the gravestone monuments that we haven't identified. Except these ones are all glowy. Yes, I'm playing on PC, but with a controller. Interesting. It appears we are before the ghost of Christmas future. Christmas yet to come. Okay, so something is being communicated to us about the nature of that mountain, and mostly what I'm taking from it is that it's magical in some way. Lots of keys for lots of locks, possibly? I feel like a lot of information was trying to be conveyed there, but I could not understand it. Well, the gate's opened, so presumably I've made progress. This game can be unstable at frame rates higher than 144, limiting the game's FPS for an external program or turning on VSync in the game options should fix the issue. PC Gaming Wiki. I did experience this myself. Thank you for warning me. Is there anything in particular I should be keeping my eye out in terms of instability? I don't know if VSync is on right now or not. I would say that I'm playing on Linux though, so this is playing through Proton, which is Steam's fork of wine, which they use for the Steam Deck. So you'd think if there were any issues like that, then Steam would have already fixed it. The question is, do I go back to look at that little thing down there, or do I not? I'm not sure it's worth it, but I also don't see how I can get there. Oh, look at that. Actually, I take it back. Let's head down here. Ooh, we can float. Presumably I can interact with those things. Yes, I can. Oops. Right, I think all that's done is given us the flying ability again. Yeah. And it wasn't enough to get up there. That's fine. That was an experiment worth doing. Oh, I see. So when I unlocked all those little scraps of cloth, they then spread out around the immediate vicinity. And as a result, I can reach areas I couldn't reach before. Okay, that's a useful mechanic to know about. I'll go AFK a bit to make dinner. No worries? Are you having anything particularly nice for dinner, if you don't mind my asking? Right, so let's make our way over here and then make some more progress. I think we've learned all we're going to learn from the immediate area. Could be wrong. Hang on. Am I mad? I swear only 2 of those things were glowing a moment ago. I wonder if, because I went over there and picked up that sigil, whatever it is, I wonder if that activated something here. There only appears to be 3 of them, and it doesn't seem to do anything. What if I sing? It doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe that's an achievement thing? Like, pick up all the sigils in the game or something? I don't know. Oh, there's someone there. I saw them in the distance. Okay. This architecture... It looks a little different. No. It looks more elaborate. But I think it's the same. But colour-wise, the oranges are giving way to the whites. I notice we appear to have the jump ability right now. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's a single use or not. Rather, I don't know for how long. See, I can see stuff way off in the distance like that, but I do wonder if I can actually get there. Right, so that seems to have been a single use of the... Hang on. More of my capelet is lit up right now than it was a moment ago. Oh! Okay, I think the amount of the cape that's lit up determines the duration for which I can hold. Hold the hover ability. Right, so if I only use a tiny bit of it, do I keep the rest? Yes. We're learning. Huh, so I wonder if this little capelet... Actually, this little capelet is definitely longer than it was at the start of the game. I nearly said earlier on, did we have that little capelet from the beginning? I don't remember it being there. This capelet is definitely getting longer. The other thing I was wondering is, can we store multiple abilities in it? Later on, are there going to be other abilities, and then we have to, like, make sure the top bit of the capelet has one ability, and then the middle bit another, and then the bottom bit another, so that abilities trigger in a certain order when I hold? Or is it just not that complex? I see lights. I see a light over there. I see a light over there. Well, there's more little capelet bit pieces over here, so presumably I'm supposed to go over here? This is the nearest location that has something to attract my attention. Okay, I can sing to this bit of cloth. Interesting, it appears to have been shredded. Okay, so yet again, I've released lots of bits of cloth all over the place. For what purpose, it isn't clear. Wait, that's not me, that's someone else. Have I created a bridge? Hello there, friend. Hello there. So is this a real person? Because they're not behaving like... like I would expect a pre-recorded... like I would expect from, like, an NPC, if that makes sense. Okay. So, I've shredded a bunch of cloth again. Right, so I can... Oh. Ooh, there's something here. Behind the sandfall. So it actually is worth my time combining the singing ability and the jumping ability to get more distance, because the singing ability will apparently launch me under certain circumstances. Here we go. And the person that was here is gone. That makes me think it's more likely that was a real person. Because a real person would get bored and just wander off, whereas... an NPC probably wouldn't. Not me, I wouldn't stream snipe. Oh, is that multiplayer? I can't tell. It's the way that they're moving, like, it just doesn't feel like that's an NPC to me. Like, look at what they're doing right now. Why would they have programmed an NPC to do that? I haven't actually checked my network, my network usage. Oh, that wouldn't help, would it? Because I'm streaming, so... I suppose I'd have to look at my network usage for this specific program to see if it's actually using the network or not. I haven't checked. Talk to the NPC. Ow. I've tried singing at them, but that didn't seem to do much. Robert always thinks he is the main character. That's a good point. Perhaps I'm just the sidekick in this adventure. NPC doing all the hard work. Yeah, this is a real person, isn't it? It must be. How could it not be? Why would they have an NPC just run around doing all the work for me? Oh, look at how long our little capelet is now. It thinks you're a noob. Hello, Sprocket. Nov is beeping at you. Beep back. Nov? Is that their name? Also, it's lovely to see you, Charcoal Dragon, and it's lovely to see you too, Sprocket. I do appear to be getting carried here. It's a race versus the NPC, they're winning. Well, is there any reason not to let them win? Is this what you meant by beep at them? So that's the only way I know to make how to make any sound. Ah, so I think I can fly indefinitely along this bit of cloth. Oh dear, how embarrassing. But they also collided, which again makes me think they're a human playing this. Oh, could I have done that last time? Perhaps so. Ah, there's the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come again. Nope. Who's this then? Hello there, my tall friend. Same two dominant colours, white and orange. Oh, Nov was a typo for NPC. Okay, so we seem to be... we seem to be changing territories that we're about to enter in some way. Perhaps that's just a symbol for unlocking the way? I don't know. So it would seem. Yeah, look at the way they just moved there. They like... They moved for a moment. Stopped and then moved again. Like... That has to either be a human being playing right now or a recording of a human playing. They hesitated is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so we're still in the desert. The sand looks like a brighter white now, though. Ah, do you think that's an NPC? I wonder if when I entered that last region, my game connected to someone else's game when we were playing it in co-op, and then when you... Nope, they're still here. I was going to say, and then like they get replaced with an NPC that just stands on that spot and does nothing. Like they've got... that character's gone as far as they can, but no, that doesn't appear to be the case. I would note, if this is a human being, it's very conspicuous that the game hasn't given us any ability to do anything which could be perceived as negative. You know, we can't, or could be abused, is what I'm getting at. It's effectively trying to enforce good behaviour among players by making it impossible to do anything unpleasant. I hope they won't rob you of solving the puzzles. Okay, so this is a person then. Interesting. So I guess this is a game about finding yourself with a complete stranger and who you cannot communicate with via language, and you just have to find your way together. Very, very interesting concept. Also, I can't help but notice we have a bit of cloth that's following us around now. It's some sort of pet. And now we have multiple of them. Aren't they cute? Ooh! I didn't know I could do that. I'm flying on one of them. Was flying on one of them. Where are we going? Well, I've lost sight of my compatriot. Can I just follow these little friends? When I first played, I was alone all the time. Oh, goodness. That's interesting. So it's not cooperative, it's sort of co-optional. Oh, there they are. Yeah, did you see that, that lag? That's definitely a person. That shooter. Up to 5 players, really? will-o-wisps are being launched from the mountain. Five kites, all players? I doubt it. I can't disprove it, but I doubt it. Ooh! Let me at it. Maybe it's the sigils that make my cape longer, I don't know. It could be. I saw their shadow across the ground, that's how I knew where they were going to land. Welcome back, Jenny. I hope you have a great shift. So I am getting carried, am I? Well, that's alright. I suppose everybody's journey is a bit different. Did they just give me all my cape charge back? That's amazing. Also, what's causing all that? Oh, it's thunder, I think. They're probably trying to communicate something to me, but I don't know what it is. Right, perhaps we're supposed to... Oh, where are we off to? Over here? Right, can I give them their cape charge back by walking into them? Looks like it. Indeed, I do appear to have found a friend. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing here, though. So that's sand that's falling, isn't it? That's not thunder, there is definitely something moving around here. Which of you is the traitor? Ooh, I can probably make it up here, actually. Well, if there's only two of us, I suppose it doesn't really make much difference which of us is the traitor, does it? It's all symmetrical. Right, so try and make it over here, I guess. Whee! That actually worked. Fair. Which is evil twin? suppose that's up to the viewers to decide. I prefer to think of myself as a misunderstood twin. Ah, there's lots of our cloth friends trapped in there. Unfortunately, I don't see any sort of mechanism up here. Ooh, thank you. No doubt that's helped. So if I activate all of these, will it free... Oops. Will it free our little cloth friends? We haven't picked up all the sigils in the area, judging by the amount of that which is lit up. I don't see any more sigils in the vicinity though. Okay, let's descend. And see if we can find anything that we missed before. That's what an evil twin would say. Oh, so I didn't have to go through all the effort I did before to get up the top. Any bit of cloth would have taken me there. Looks like they're waiting for me, so perhaps I'll have to skip doing the rest of the sigils. I imagine there's probably some sort of achievement for doing them all, but I don't want to keep my compatriot waiting. Right, so presumably we've opened up the way to the next area. Interesting. Lots of towers with lights at the top. And figures that look a bit like us. Oh, that's how you release them. Why do they sound like birds? Off we go. I felt the same when I played. Interesting. Sliding along the sands. Have we lost our compatriot? don't see them. Oh, this game's so photogenic, isn't it? I'm guessing when we come out, things are going to look a bit different. Yeah. Not as drastically different as I thought, though. But I think the colour balance has definitely shifted more towards the orange. And darker. Ooh, what have we done? Yeah, it was a classic trick they did there by giving you initially a wide view and then constraining it to a very narrow view as we were going through that corridor, and then opening up again, and then you're in a different environment. Because of course, how else are you going to do a change in environment very suddenly? Ah, so presumably we hitch a ride on more of these little bits of cloth? Seems like it. Oh, okay. That only takes me part of the way. That's alright. So I use the cloth to get the height, and then I have to fly the rest of the way. Easily done. Easily done. I see I've been abandoned by my little cloth friends. Hello there, compatriot. Are we aiming to go through these? No, it doesn't look like it. Just that one. Well, they seem to know where they're going. Ooh, a sigil. I think I just managed it. Yep, my compatriots down there. I haven't lost them completely. Oh, that's interesting. If I'm going for very long distances with my hover ability, I'm better off using it in bursts than I am holding it down, which makes sense. I just hadn't considered that up till now. We're definitely getting closer to that mountain, aren't we? Look at this, some sort of abandoned city by the looks of things. It really is beautiful. Kinda weird how the mountain seems to have a cleft carved straight through it though. Unless that is just shining light and it doesn't actually have, it hasn't actually been cleaved partially in twain. Oh, it's getting very dark all of a sudden. Must be getting to night. That mountain reminds me of Darkest Dungeon 2. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I've played Darkest Dungeon 2. I think I did a bit of Darkest Dungeon 1. That's the game where you're managing a party of adventurers, and I seem to remember it's in quite a grim, dark world, and the... Oh, we're falling. Oh dear. Okay. So it's darker still because we're underground now. Yeah, you're managing a group of a party of adventurers, and like one of the lessons the game tries to teach you is essentially that you have to treat them as expendable. They will over time get worse due to various psychological conditions they'll accrue, and trying to and as misanthropic as it sounds, trying to do right by your heroes is rarely the best strategy for actually getting things, you know, getting things done. In the sequel it's a bit different. Oh, okay. But I was thinking of the right game, I take it. Yes, if that is the right game, someone I know has it, and I played a bit of it with them once. Not played Darkest Dungeon 2 though. No worries, Jenny. Interesting, we can actually see a storm on this map. So I guess that's just trying to tell us it's a very turbulent place. The first Darkest Dungeon is probably my favourite game ever, goodness me. We do appear to have finally lost our compatriot though, unfortunately. And yes, we only collected one of the possible 3 sigils. I wonder if you get a special ending at the end of this game if you find all the sigils. Why do I get a bad feeling about this? Is there a predator around here? Something about this environment suggests danger. If I walk into this light, am I going to reveal myself to something? No, perhaps I'm just being paranoid. We seem to be alright. Such beautiful colours though. Ooh, a little cloth scrap. Let's say hello. Or rather, let's sing hello. Oh, hello there. I wonder if that's the same friend from before, or if it's a different one. So how have you found Darkest Dungeon 2 then, if Darkest Dungeon 1 is your favourite game ever? Oh. The colours are shifting, it's going more towards blues and greens. Oh, this actually feels almost like we're underwater. I think we might be. And these bits of cloth sticking up like seaweed. It's hard to say because everything feels very floaty here, and the little motes of dust in the air Almost look like detritus in water. But if we're not underwater, I don't know why else we'd be so floaty. I thought I saw a sigil in there. Is there one on the other side, or was it just the one? I think it may have been just the one. I haven't played it myself, but various differences don't make me consider changing it in the near future. Hello, Grumpy Monk. How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Excellent news. The game's very good so far. Very casual so far. People have been telling me that I've been being carried up till now, so that might have something to do with it. Because I wasn't far into the game when suddenly another character appeared who just seemed to be moving a lot like a human player as opposed to an NPC. So I think this is actually multiplayer, even though I didn't realise it initially. It's also very beautiful. Great music as well. Have you played Journey before, Grumpy Monk? Right, so presumably I need to start flying over here. Oh, that's sand. That's not... Okay. I remember playing Journey when I was younger, but I don't remember anything. Basically anything at all. So far as I've been able to gather so far, we're trying to head towards a mountain for some reason. There's something in the distance there. Oh, hello there. You have a very elastic cape. What's that supposed to be? Is that something that's in the sand around here? I don't know. Again, I may be being paranoid. I just keep getting the sense that this isn't a safe place. What was I thinking? And so far as I can tell, there's no incentive to actually pay that much attention to like the details of the environment. It's just there to be pretty. Yep. Here we go. Oh, well, if that was it... I mean, I know, I say, well, if that was it. It might be under my feet right now, for all I know. But that doesn't appear to have been so bad. Only thing I remember about the game is how the character looked. And that you were walking a lot. That's true, we have been walking a lot. Although we've also been doing some hovering. Whatever that thing is, it's around here, isn't it? Oh, is that you moving under the... No, that's where you're looking. Presumably I want to get over to those scraps. Nope, it's going to eat those scraps. And then fly off. Hopefully flying off into the sunset, never to be seen again. That's my hope anyway. Oh, this is so beautiful though. Look at all the little grains of sand. Oh, no, don't eat me. Don't eat me. I'm a good little piece of cloth. Whoa! Did you eat my cape? I think my cape is shorter. Oh, is that another one? Oh, they're fast. Is that another one there? I don't really know how to deal with these things, to be honest. The cape seems to hold abilities, in particular the hover ability. So the longer your cape, the longer you can hover for once it's charged. I don't have any charge right now, though. Because all I can really do is walk and chirp, I don't see what I can do other than what I'm doing right now, which is trying to stay out of the likely patrol paths as long as I can. Don't eat me. Oh no. Fight with each other over me, don't attack me. Leave me be! Leave me be! Oh! More of those little stone structures, which may be tombstones. Well, I wouldn't say that went well, but we survived. So there's that. Hopefully that's the end of any danger. He says hopefully. So we and the tall figure are looking towards the mountain now. Is that supposed to be some sort of maternal figure to us, I wonder? Right, so a city was buried? By the looks of it. Still not entirely sure what's being communicated with all those sigils in the sky. And now there are little purple motes of something that are appearing. Interesting. Right, the colours are shifting away from the blues back to the oranges. By the looks of things. Hopefully that's a good sign. I'm still annoyed I lost a bit of cape. What'd I ever do? Other than not being the apex predator by the looks of things. Oh, we're in the buried city. I get it. And we're trying to get up the top to get back out. Ah, so there once was a city that became buried. And because we travelled through, we fell down into it. We've been trying to find our way out ever since, I think. What is that white light that keeps appearing? Oh, that's telling me where our compatriot is. Look at their beautiful cape. They didn't lose any. Your little guy has the eyes of a prey animal. There's no helping that. It was on this underwater level that I crashed before I found a workaround, by the way. So I hope you should be safe through the rest of the game too. Fingers crossed. Ooh. What's this? Don't mind if I do. Hang on, let me land on this. Got it. Was there another sigil over there? No, that's not a sigil. That's something that I don't recognize. Oh no, I'm falling. There is something up there, you know? I like the way that when you get high enough, a mist forms beneath you that looks like a second floor. Aesthetically, it's very pleasing. Right, I see. So this is how I'm supposed to be getting from place to place. And presumably I'm supposed to be heading over here next to reveal another magic mural. That's interesting, there were two individuals there. And now it looks like we're underwater again and the bits of cloth have become like jellyfish. Whee! Oh, what a happy fellow. Ah, you can recharge my cape. I see, so I go from jellyfish to jellyfish. This is so creative. Ooh! What was that? That was an odd noise. Is that some sort of cloth whale? Or a hammerhead shark? Well, I hope you're friendly. Pieces of cloth have generally been friendly to me up till now. I'm not sure if if you're supposed to be taking me. Oh, sigil. I nearly missed that. Well, hey. Oh, just barely made it. Interesting, interesting. While I'm underneath this mist, I seem to get infinite hover. It's only when I'm above it that the enchantment on my cape seems to run down. This is so beautiful and so interesting. Visually interesting. aesthetically interesting. Oh, we're lighting up the tower. And that appears to be our way out. Excellent. Only got 2 of the possible sigils, but still. Oh, blimey. This reminds me of the night sky in that map we keep seeing. Oh my goodness. They're enormous. So is that us? Is that our journey that we've been revealing along the way? And I guess at each stage where I had a compatriot, an extra individual has been added to the map, I would guess. Wow. So the next step is going to be climbing the mountain then. You can see the tower on the left, the one that we've just climbed. Next step is climbing the mountain. Or crawling up it by the looks of things. So we've actually almost finished the game by the looks of things. And we're only about an hour and 20 minutes in. Guess that's what happens if you get carried. So I imagine they're still sitting down because they're still in the vision. Oh, snow. Somehow it's snowing indoors even though... Oh, there are some gaps in the roof where snow could get in. So we're back to the whites. Whites and greys this time. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Our cape has got all frosty on the end. I hope you can PvP the other player at the end. By strangling him with your cloth. What a horrible thing to say. They've been nothing but helpful to us the entire time. They have a longer cape, you wouldn't want that. Would be a good twist. Skill issue. Why did their hover ability just run down then? Did I steal it from them? Is that how that works? I thought we both replenished our capabilities when we were close by. Yeah, we seem to. Strange. No, I'm losing on my capability. My capability. I'm not sure he had any capability to begin with. Okay, unlike when we were in the desert, it looks like we can push through this wind. It's just hard going. Or not. Oh, maybe it's a timing issue. Oh, that's why there's these stones here. Presumably I'll get pushed back unless I'm in front of one of them. Like here. Nope, missed it. Oh, close enough. I get it. I understand the challenge now. I remember the insane lag this area caused me in my first playthrough. Sorry to hear that. Oh dear, I mucked up. Never mind. You can feel the wind coming on the controller. There's controller rumble just before the wind arrives, which like gradually builds. Nice little kinesthetic feature, that. Right, so do I have to use the graves this time? Or are we not going to get buffeted by the wind as much? Assuming they're graves, that's just my assumption. I have no reason to actually believe that. These ones definitely have writing on though. Hello. Oh, look at that poor little bit of cloth. It was freezing. I am getting the wind rumbles. I guess that's where that bit of cloth stops. Definitely not coming with us. Oh, poor little thing. It's scared. Ooh, the moon. I think that's the first time we've seen the moon. Oh, does that mean once we reach the top of the mountain, that's going to be at the exact moment of sunrise in some sort of apotheosis moment? Are you sure it's that way, my friend? I guess I'll follow you. I can't tell if this is the wrong way. Have we just gone backwards a long way? Or did we just skip a load? I think we've gone backwards a long way. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we end up at those stones again and we have to make it through the wind. Perhaps they were trying to get away from me and I just followed them. Oh no, I don't remember that building before. Perhaps that was a massive skip or something. Look at the obscene length of their cape. Oh, is this where we came from? Ah, okay. I think there's a very good chance that's true. Well, I was following them. I assumed they knew the way. The blind leading the blind. Well, I won't make that mistake again. That does explain why I don't remember seeing that building before, though, because I don't think I turned around when I entered this area. So I genuinely hadn't seen that building from that angle before. Yeah, sure. Good thinking, Lemming. Well, it seemed really dubious to me at the time, but so far my compatriots had always hadn't led me astray. Yes, your lemming instincts were too strong. He's probably looking for more sigils or whatever to have a bigger and longer cape. Yeah, a bigger and longer cloth. That's a good theory. No. Or she. It could be a her. I don't know. I'm guessing there's probably an achievement for finishing the game with the longest possible cape. Right, we're back here where the moon was. So that was only like a 5-minute diversion or so. I'm not jumping down again. Not unless you can give me a genuinely good reason to do so. For the memes. We've memed once already. That should be enough for anyone. For the viewers. Do you all actually want me to jump down there again? Like, I feel like that would be a colossal waste of time. No. Okay. You do it as a control group. Ooh. See, look at the colours they're bringing in here. This is just a light which is within... that's being magically projected. But look, it's like really... it's in the yellowish hue and it's quite bright. They're setting up for a sunrise here, I'm sure they are. We get to the top of the mountain, there's a sunrise and some sort of apotheosis moment. I'm calling it now. Oh, very chilly. That cloth was actually freezing solid in places. I would kind of actually like to see you jump down. Perhaps you're controlling a she, and when you get there she gets a driver's license. Interesting? Interesting interpretation. There's another one of those sky whales up there. Assuming that's what they are. Oh, we're supposed to head over here, aren't we? Before the wind buffets us away. This one doesn't sound so friendly. Oh, I probably shouldn't have revealed our location like that. Sorry, friend. Yeah, so it's one of those things, not one of the cloth things that are actually nice to us. That thing's coming for us, isn't it? The sensible thing to do is split up, since it'll only be able to attack one of us. This way, presumably. Oh no, maybe it's not following us as closely as I thought it was. I think I saw the glow from us being close together and mistook it for the beam that its eye produces. Ooh, if we're close together, can we push through harsher wind? Not sure. Oh, of course, and this apotheosis moment is obviously going to happen just after a winter in our lives, as it were. Oh dear. Our poor compatriot. Twice that's happened now. Oh, your cape regrew. Maybe mine regrew as well, I just didn't notice. Yeah, so that obviously this represents winter hardship. And then there's the actual danger of the beast chasing us. And then right at the end, there'll be a sunrise. All friends. That's my prediction anyway. We'll have to see if it comes true. Ooh, some sort of monastery in the mountains, perhaps? We fly up from here, maybe? But if so, to where? This way? Must be this way. Surely. Excellent, excellent. We should wait for our compatriot. In fact, there they are. That's just to say, perhaps we should stand by the edge so they can see where we are. Which way? There's two directions. Not that way, I guess. So this way. Oh, they did the exact same thing I did. Oh, some of that wind sounding almost like a banshee scream. No! 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 Well, that's unfortunate. How do I even get back from here? I know, Grumpy Monk, I know. Bad end, good game. Oh, that's good. I like that. You're right, my cape does look even shorter now. How did that happen? Oh, there's that thing again. Oh, the wind is blowing it away. That's unfortunate. I now have no cape. Hello, compatriot. So I guess the length of your cape doesn't actually matter to the end of the game. It doesn't make it any easier or anything, because you're going to lose it all anyway. Oh my goodness. This is challenging. Slipping and sliding everywhere between the snow and the wind. Look how frostbitten our cloth looks. Are we made of cloth? We've seen a lot of creatures that are made of cloth. Maybe we are just cloth. Just enchanted cloth. A cloth golem. That's an interesting concept, isn't it, for a creature? Imagine a low-level wizard creating cloth golems to manage household tasks. So we haven't actually reached... This is the mountain, isn't it? Have we reached the base of the mountain? Is this us climbing the mountain? Because it feels like we're just approaching the base of the mountain. I take back what I said earlier though, when we finally left the underground city. We're not, we don't seem to... It seems like we weren't anywhere near as close to the end then as I thought we would be. Oh dear, we're slowing down. We're going to lose consciousness in a moment. Hang on, if we Stay close together. That did nothing. Okay, I was hoping that we might warm up or something. Because usually there's like an orangey red glow that appears when you're close to your compatriot. And clearly orangey red means heat. Oh my goodness. Are we doing something wrong here? This does seem obnoxiously slow. Oh. I assume that was supposed to happen? Goodness me. A lot of those very tall individuals. Are they singing us back to health? Looks like it. Oh, and we get our cape back. That's jolly good of them. Oh my, is this the moment of apotheosis? Goodness me. You know, it would have been a lot easier if we could have done this from the start. Nice try. Shame our comrade didn't seem to make it though. Oh, maybe they did. Right, am I trying to get over to that thing? Yes, by the looks of things. Whee! And I note it's getting much lighter here, so I think we're approaching sunrise. Which way now? Down here. Okay, we can do that. Whee! Hopefully this isn't back down the mountain. Presumably this is the maximum length of cape that we could have had we found all the sigils. Oh, this is so beautiful! Where am I going now? Just up. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I was definitely going the wrong way, wasn't I? Ah. Well, now we know. Oh, those little jellyfish are here again. And the cloth hammerhead shark, by the looks of things. Ah, this way. I've completely lost sight of our comrade. I think they're just so far ahead of us we can't see them anymore. Which is fair enough. We were a bit slow. I think the glow means that we can just keep flying as long as we want. And there's the cleft in the mountain, where we've been heading this whole time. What will we find there? Was this journey worth it in the end? Or perhaps the moral of the story was it wasn't the destination, but the comrades we made along the way. We're moving a bit slowly, but I assume this is the right way. Do we make it out the other side of the cleft and then we see the sunrise on the opposite horizon? Or does everything just fade to white? I don't know what I'm walking on now, if I'm honest. Perhaps we as the player never find out what happened to the player character at the end, since it was about the journey all along. I can still just about see the player character, and they're gone. More of those little stone monument things, monumentettes, which may or may not be tombstones. Oh, was the will-o-wisp us at the start of the game? Oh! Are we subject to some sort of Sisyphean curse for the rest of our days to always have to approach this mountain, climb it, get to the top, only to be launched back and then reappear in the desert? It's looking a lot like it, isn't it? Lovely music, isn't it? And so here we are doing the journey in reverse, it would appear. So we've already left the underground city from the other side, and they're going back through the desert ruins. There's another figure there, and on a few occasions in the credits I've noticed there are cloth figures. But if those creatures eat cloth, and there are lots of these cloth golems that are going towards the mountain, climbing and coming back down, doesn't that mean that over time... Oh, rebirth. Finish the game and return to the beginning. Companion. Finish the game with the same partner for the majority of the game. It was mostly the same partner. Huh. 3 companions in total, it would appear. I guess they're producing those names by hashing some details to do with the accounts, the Steam accounts or PlayStation accounts, and then just picking an appropriate symbol, I guess. Blimey. Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's all these cloth golems going up the mountains but getting eaten along the way, I suppose over time they're going to dwindle and there's going to be fewer and fewer. Perhaps there were loads of them in the past. It showed me their usernames, but I played on Epic. Interesting. I believe normally you would see their Steam names. Really? I wonder why I didn't then. Huh. I have no idea why that would be the case. See, I thought it made sense that they wouldn't show me their actual account names, because, as I said right at the beginning of the game, it feels like they've deliberately designed the game in such a way that you can't do anything that could negatively impact the other player, or at least made it very, very difficult to prevent bullying and that sort of thing. And I imagine just telling people the Steam usernames of people they've played with could be seen as a slight risk there. Because they might, you know, try and find them and bully them from there, maybe, perhaps. I mean, sad that that's the sort of world we live in, but if that were the case, I could understand what they were thinking. But you say that that's not usually the case. Something Linux? I'd be surprised, because it's running in Proton, so the game should think that it's running on Windows right now. It shouldn't be able to tell the difference. What was I thinking? Jolly good game, I did enjoy that. I wouldn't say it was a particularly challenging experience, but it was a very compelling one. As predicted, it was quite short. So for the rest of this stream, I'll probably do, I don't know, like an hour or so Spelunky. Elden Ring next. I may do Elden Ring in the future. I'm by no means ruling that out, but that won't be today. For those that don't want to stick around for that, my next stream is going to be on Friday, and I'm going to be beginning Chants of Sennaar, which is a puzzle adventure game based around the story of the Tower of Babel. That'll be Friday. I'll do my normal announcement of, you know, upcoming streams at the end of this stream as usual. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and like I say, I guess I'll boot up Spelunky and we'll do that for an hour or so. Yep, Chants of Sennaar. It does look interesting. After I double-checked my map, I dismounted my camel and a cold chill took hold of me. So Spelunky is, I suppose it's technically a roguelike, although it's a platformer roguelike, so it's quite different to other roguelikes. I know I've explained this game many times before, but I of course never know if I may have people that haven't seen the game before watching, so thinking about playing it myself sometime in the future, so I'll probably miss that stream. No worries, I fully understand. It is always a dilemma trying to pick games that people enjoy watching, but then sometimes of course I pick games that people want to play so much that they don't watch. But that's absolutely fine, I fully understand. Right now, Spelunky. So, it's a roguelike platformer. I'm not very good at the game. I think I've beat the game once before, and that happened to be on stream. I got really lucky. I'm completely out of practice. This is not going to go well tonight. But it is a fun game. So, probably the best idea is I just talk you through it as I play it. This is essentially just the hub area. This would take me to the tutorial, this would take me to the main game, which is what I'm going to do in just a second. I was just about to show you one thing over here. These are little skips I've unlocked to enter the game in at later levels. But you would only do that to practice the game in later levels. The trouble is you need the resources you acquire earlier on in the game to have much of a hope to actually get to the end of the game. So skipping ahead isn't a big advantage like you might think. Thank you, I need to update what it says on Twitch. Huh, that's an interesting bug. That's because it lost focus. Let me just quickly update my Twitch information. I always forget to do that. There we go. Right, so there's 4 main areas in the game: the mines, the jungle, the ice caves, and the temple. I don't know if we're going to see some of the later ones, but we'll see some of them. Essentially, I'm just trying to get as far as I can without being killed. This is a pot. It may contain goodies, or it may contain enemies, or it may contain nothing at all. This is a rock. I can throw it at the heads of creatures that mean me no good whatsoever. You'll notice in the left-hand corner, you'll notice I have 4 health, 4 bombs, and 4 ropes. Health is, you can acquire more health. That absolutely is a thing, but it tends to be, it's much easier to take damage than it is to recover health in this game. So you want to be very cautious. The game can be a bit unforgiving in that sense. This is a damsel. We've just rescued her. That's actually the main way you recover health. You can get 1 health for rescuing a damsel, and it's randomly generated each time, the levels. So it was just a complete happy accident that she happened to spawn right next to the exit. That doesn't usually happen. So I didn't get as much loot as you might hope. I tend to go by the rule that you want to be averaging about 10,000 currency for each level you complete, but it's fine. Like, it's not like I'm a professional Spelunky streamer or anything. So this is the locked chest, which unlike other chests is locked. That's going to have the Ujat eye in, which is an artifact, which I will describe in more detail should we be able to acquire it. But there's... So on one of the mine levels, I think it can't be the first level, but it could be any of the other any of the other 3 mine levels. So each of the areas I described earlier, the mines, the jungle, the ice caves and the temple, there's 4 of each. 4 levels of each, I should say. On one of the mine levels, except I think the first one, if I recall correctly, you'll get the you'll get a key randomly spawn, and that chest randomly spawn. And I'm a little worried by the fact that we haven't seen any sign of that key. Yep, I don't think I'm getting the key this time. It will have been somewhere, I just couldn't find it. I could spend resources now to go back and try and find it, but honestly, although the Ujat eye is something it's nice to have, it's, you know, not because I'm playing at a very low skill level, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Oh, there's the key. Oh, that's a really unfortunate spawn. The only way I could get to that key is by bombing through the shopkeeper's shop. But as you can imagine, he would not be very happy with me if I did that. He would, in fact, be very, very unhappy with me. Not only would he pull out his shotgun and try to kill me, and in my opinion, he's one of the most difficult enemies of the game to kill, but then, on every subsequent level I encounter, any shopkeeper that spawns in will be immediately hostile to me, and there'll be an extra shopkeeper that will spawn at the end of every level at the exit who will try to kill me. Which is no good. I just bought the cape. This allows me to descend slowly, which will both increase my ability to move from side to side whilst descending, as in I'll be able to cover longer distances, and it also prevents me from taking fall damage. I've got to go. If you take too long, 2 minutes 30, that ghost will spawn. That ghost will kill you if it touches you. Insta-death. Sounds like free loot. What, the shopkeeper's shop? Yeah. Players that are actually good at the game can actually kill the shopkeeper consistently. And yeah, there's a lot of loot you can get from it. I'm just not good enough. He's got a shotgun, he's very fast moving, and he's programmed to move very erratically. It's very randomized movement, so you can't really predict what he's going to do. And it's an ordeal to try and deal with him. Ow, took damage. See, this is the sort of thing that some players would like to see. Actually, do you know what? Why don't I do it just to demonstrate? So he's got a freeze ray here. I can technically pick up any item in the shop, but if I try to leave with it, he'll be very angry with me. But what I can do here is that. Because it was a freeze ray, I could just freeze him and then, well, dispatch him. And now I've taken his shotgun. This is going to make the rest of the game much, much harder for me, though, as you'll see. I almost certainly won't be able to complete the game now. But, you'll get to see what happens. So there will be a shopkeeper at the end of this level now who's just waiting for me with a shotgun. But on top of that, there may be a shop that's spawned in, just like in any other... Just like if I hadn't attacked the shopkeeper, the probabilities... I've seen the damsel, but I am not going near that spitting cobra to try and save her. The probabilities don't change, so it's just as... yeah, she's perished. It's just as likely as it would have otherwise been that a normal shop spawned in. So there may be 2 shopkeepers potentially on this level out to get me. Ah, there's one of the shopkeepers. That's the one that's just at the end. Perhaps you can see what I mean. Fortunately, with the way this is spawned in, I can just throw a bomb down there. Oh no. Okay, I got away with that somehow. His shotgun does a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure it could one-shot me if it hit me, you know, point blank head on. So I got lucky there. This is the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. As you can imagine, it's a good deal more dangerous than the mines. But we'll deal with that as... Oh, she's dead. She got hit by a tiki trap. We'll deal with that as it becomes relevant. Oh, we got the rushing water special event. So there's no floor at the bottom of this level, it's just water. There will be an exit around here somewhere though. Over here, I guess? Yeah. So as you can see, that's going to be... This is going to be... Oh, okay, he jumped off. He's in the water now. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. Can I get to that vine from this... Oops. Hold on. Oh. Sorry, this is gonna need... This requires platforming skills that I don't have. Oh, he's still down there. Huh. I didn't know he was, Oh dear. Piranhas? And I've been eaten. Sorry. Bit of... Oh, I unlocked a character, technically. Right at the end. That Viking figure. So sometimes you'll get those... coffins that will spawn in, and they'll have characters you can unlock. I think the shopkeeper, as he was running around trying to shoot me, happened to hit the coffin, which opened it up and unlocked the character for me. That was quite an unlikely series of events. But there you go. Right, let's get back into it. So I'll try not to anger the shopkeeper this time, because as you can see, it makes life very difficult. So that's an arrow trap down there. Each arrow does 2 points of damage. You start with 4 health, and it's difficult to gain more health. So... I had to trigger it somehow, so I triggered it using the pot I just dropped down there. Ow, just took damage. Oh, I threw the rat. I didn't mean to do that. What's the difference between the different characters? Purely cosmetic. So if I wanted, I could... I don't want the camera. It's not very good in my opinion. Oh, I'm playing badly. I did warn you I was out of practice. So if I wanted, I could play as that Viking character now. Right, so I'm still only on 3 health because I net lost 1 health last level. Which is pretty embarrassing given that it was... level 1-1. So the mine levels are 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, and then the jungle levels are 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, and so on. I didn't actually mean to do that. I got confused with my controls. I meant to do that. There we go. Giant spider dealt with, and I got the sticky paste. The sticky paste means that now when I throw bombs, instead of them bouncing off walls, they'll stick to walls. And ceilings and what have you. They'll stick to anything. Even people. I've just seen there's a very useful item in that shop. The compass. The compass points you towards the exit. Now you may be thinking, what's the point in that? Surely you just find the exit. Well, the point in that is that if we manage to make it to the ice caves, the ice caves actually are bottomless. The ice cave levels are made up of floating platforms, basically. What is your objective? To get to the end of the game and defeat the boss. The likelihood of my actually doing that may not be so great, but that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, that was very careless of me. That was entirely avoidable damage. What was I thinking? Oh, ice caves. I was discussing the ice caves. Yeah, they're bottomless. And so the problem is, if you go into the ice caves as we are now, it's very unlikely you'll manage to safely get to the end, because if you don't know where the exit is and you don't have any items that give you vertical mobility, so that is the ability to jump further or control your descent much better or anything like that, then you may well find yourself in the situation where you've descended in the wrong direction, which you couldn't have known ahead of time, and now there is just no safe path to the exit. So picking up the compass is a very good idea, as is, if you can, picking up the cape, picking up the shoes that let you jump higher, and there's a handful of other items. So yeah, ideally you want some sort of vertical mobility and the compass, if you can get it before you reach the ice caves. Right, we've got the Uja Eye. That does two things. The first thing is it lets us see inside rocks, to see hidden things, like hidden gems. Hidden things in rocks will have always been there. The game will randomly, like that gem. If I were to then blow up that piece of stone, for example, I would have been able to pick up that gem. So those gems are always there, but you can't usually see them unless you have an item that lets you see them. The Uja Eye lets you do that, so that's one function of the Uja Eye. An arrow just fired at some explosive, a box of TNT there, which then exploded, which then set up a different box of TNT nearby, in case you were wondering. What was I thinking? Yeah, so one function of the Uja Eye is to let you see things that are hidden inside the ground. Oh, the Death are restless, so this is going to be a spooky jungle level. We're going to have lots of undead. Although, that does mean there's actually a free shotgun here, which we'll be able to see because of the Uja Eye. As long as I don't die before then. Got him. There. You see that one of these tombstones says Ash, as opposed to RIP. They always spawn with a shotgun underneath them. It's a reference to Ash Williams, I think, from... what series of films is it? Is that the Evil Dead series? I've forgotten. Why did you play this game? Did you play it when you were younger? No. I think it's a good game. Where'd that shotgun go? There it is. Every game's different, it's challenging. Technically, I could actually rob that crown, and it would be worth quite a lot. I've got a vague feeling there's some terrible consequence to doing so, but I've forgotten what that terrible consequence is. Oh! Did you see the Uja eye blinked? There. That's the other function of the Uja eye. When it blinks, it tells you that there's a secret exit to the level nearby. I don't know what it was responding to though. Alright, hold on. We'll have to investigate this more fully in a moment. Let's get in here and we'll take that crown, and hopefully I'm wrong about there being a consequence. Oh yeah, no consequence. We're good. Is she still alive? She's still alive. Oh, we would have got a shotgun here anyway. Like, coincidentally. We've got loads of bombs, so let's make our way through there. I may not have time. I don't have time, realistically. So I'll just tell you what would have happened. The jungle has... one jungle level out of the 4 will have a secret exit. If you go through it, you'll enter what's called the Black Market, which is a special level which is absolutely full of shopkeepers. And there's some dangerous creatures there, but it's much less dangerous than the other jungle levels. The main reason you would want to go there is because there's a special item that's sold in the black market that's not sold anywhere else. I've forgotten the name of it. I think it might be the Ankh, actually. But essentially, the way Spelunky's set up is you can go through all the levels normally, and you can complete the game. Or, if you do something very special in the mines, in the jungle, in the ice caves, and in the temple, there's like 4 things you have to do, then you can get a special... you can go to a special level where you fight a different boss. And that's like the secret ending to the game. I believe they call it the chain to do all the things that are required of you. I've never done it. But you need to pick up the Uja Eye in the mines, which then lets you find the secret exit to go to the black market. You then pick up, I think it's the Ankh at that point. And then I think there's like a specific area in the ice caves where you then have to commit suicide, but the Ankh will then resurrect you. And then you can go somewhere else which you wouldn't otherwise have been able to go. And that's basically the idea. I've not done it, so... Well, I asked because you seem to be so knowledgeable about this game. Oh, I wouldn't say I'm that knowledgeable. I've played a bit of it. Took some damage there that could have been avoided. That's an exploding frog, you can tell because it's orange. Notice when the water level dropped below the piranha's level, the piranha ceased to be. It just became a skeleton. Right, to be honest, we're not doing too badly here. If it weren't for my health. I've been a bit too careless with my health. If we can get a bit of health back over the next few levels, then we stand a decent chance of actually getting to fairly late in the game. Where is she? I thought she was near here. Have I been past her already? Oh, that's where she is. I actually possibly could get there, but just because of how many bombs I have. How would I jump up there, though? Like, I can see where I could bomb to get in there. Maybe... I'm not sure it's worth it this time. I think I just have to exit and be careful. Wait, something hit me. That was weird. So I've taken even more damage. Those monkeys are a menace to society, so I'm dealing with them immediately. Oh look, a caveman. Right, he should be dealt with. Those spikes will kill you instantly. I don't think it matters how much health you have, they just kill you. So you don't want to fall on them. Right, I'm on 1 health, so I'm not feeling too confident. But it's fine, it didn't take us long to get here. Oh, this is an interesting interaction. If that piranha plant, I don't think that's what they're actually called, but whatever they're actually called, eats that exploding frog, which it won't now, it would have exploded. Never mind. Oh, I accidentally got myself hit by the tiki trap. I fired my shotgun, the recoil fired me off the edge, and then the tiki trap fired. Never mind. Easy come, easy go. So let's give it another go. It's always worth having something if you... Oops. You can injure yourself like that. If that had hit me when it was moving slightly faster, I would have taken damage. So you do have to be worried about rocks bouncing off walls and stuff like that. Nope, there are no saves or checkpoints or anything. It's a platformer roguelike. So the idea is each game tends to be fairly short. And you just get through a lot of them in an evening. Like, to give you a rough idea, as I say, there's 4 areas with 4 levels, and then there's going to be the boss area. I always forget if the boss area is 4-4 or if it's after 4-4, but there's 16 or 17 levels playing this normally, and you saw me get through 6 last time, or at least I reached level 6. Oh. Well, that was a waste. I was only going up here to grab the damsel to get the health anyway. So a full game needn't take all that long. Giant spider there. Leave me alone, Mr. Bat. Oh, actually, I need something to... Oh, that's a problem. My rock's gone. I need something to trigger that. Oh, no, I don't need something to trigger that arrow trap. Thanks to one little detail. Cobwebs will stop arrows. If that hadn't been the case, I'd have been in a lot more trouble there. Right, I could actually circumvent that giant spider altogether if I wanted. I don't think I will. If I'm careful, very careful, then we can deal with him that way. Excellent. So the reason I killed the giant spider is because he has gems on him, and he has paste on him, which you use to make your bombs sticky. So that was worthwhile, I would say. Incidentally, I said before the arrows do 2 damage each. That's no matter how they hit the target. So when I throw arrows, they will do 2 points of damage, as opposed to, say, the 1 that you would normally get from throwing a rock, for example. But they do get used up. As you saw, the arrow lost its head and it just became a stick. And I don't think sticks actually do any damage. I don't think they count as a weapon. I need to very careful here for that exact reason. The TNT has a tendency to want to explode. Any vibrations near it may set it off. Right, I didn't miss anything important up there, did I? No. So let's see if we can find that locked chest to get the Ujat eye. And in the perfect world, a damsel wouldn't go amiss. Found the locked chest and the damsel. If I'd jumped that instead of using, if I'd jumped over there initially, I wouldn't have had to have used the rope. So that was me playing slightly inefficiently. I need to be careful here. You can upset the shopkeeper by throwing stuff into his establishment. We can use the damsel to set the arrow trap off. Now I can make it over here. The damsel has 4 health like the player, and the arrows do 2 damage each, as I said before. Climbing gloves. That would give us fantastic vertical mobility. So would the spring shoes though. I could get the spring shoes and the spike boots, I think. I think I'll do that. I'd grab the climbing gloves as well if I had enough money, but I don't. So the spring boots mean we jump twice as high, and the spike boots mean that if we land on a creature's head, I think we do like a... Oh, we've got a dark level. These can be very frustrating, but also very profitable. What was I thinking? Yes, I think we do 4 damage to any creatures we land on top of while we have the spiked boots. Nope. So if I land on his head, for example, yeah. That would not normally be a one-shot. It's because we have the spiked boots. Oh, I thought I heard that spider. Yep, that spider landed on some spikes. Oh, we got the spiked boots again. There's no benefit to getting... Whoa. That's an arrow trap, but it's obviously already gone off, thankfully. I didn't see that in time. As you can see, the torch will burn away cobwebs. And those golden insects are worth a lot of money. And that arrow trap just killed one of them, which means no money for us. Never mind, I'd rather I miss out on the money than I take 2 points of damage. Ah! There was a bomb in that chest. That's actually bombed us away through, which is quite convenient. Yeah, because that's pretty close to the exit. Oops, I accidentally hit the damsel. But she's still alive, it's fine. Right, can I grab that glowing insect? I don't think it wants to get too close to me. I think that's the trouble here. And I'm worried about that scorpion. We did it! Excellent. How much did we actually make? Oh, sorry, I skipped it. I thought that would fast forward so I'd get to see the total faster, but it didn't. It just skipped it. I can see from the total amount of money we have, though, that we obviously did quite well there. We're actually doing quite well on health, bombs, and rope at this point. Which is a rare privilege. You'll notice that my torch is no longer on fire. That happens once you leave the dark level. Dark levels is one of the random modifiers you can get. Ooh, the exit's near here. Oh no, that's not it, is it? No, we're good. I thought the exit had spawned next to the shopkeeper's shop, which would have been unfortunate. Right, that tiki trap's gone. Damsel's there. Right, where is the exit? That's a very good question. It's near here, but it's not super close to here. Is this getting closer? Or farther away? I think this may be another instance if we skip it. Because we're running out of time in this level. Yeah. There's a lot of goodies over there, but I don't have a good way to get there. Right, I want to trigger the cheeky trap, then go over before it has a chance to jab me. Excellent, excellent. That went quite well overall. Shame we missed the black market, but... I hear rushing water. That's the modifier we had before. So the bottom of this level is going to be... water, and there's going to be piranhas in it. That's a shrine to Kali. We can sacrifice enemies there, and we can get rewards for doing so. My concern is if the shrine itself gets damaged, then we get in a lot of trouble. We literally anger a god. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do with it right now, unfortunately. Oh well, we've got... dead sacrifices are worth a lot less than live ones. But we've got at least one dead sacrifice in there. So we've earned a bit of goodwill with her. Is that the damsel? Where are you? This is really worrying me. I can't figure out how I get to the end safely. Is it over here? No, it's not. It must be on the other side. And we're running a bit short on time. I don't have a good solution to this. Thankfully, we have loads of bombs still, so I might be able to bomb our way through. This wouldn't normally be my first go-to. There we go. I notice how I whipped the piranha before it hurt me. And we're through. Right, that was a bit expensive on bombs, but thankfully we can afford it right now because we had so many earlier. We bought a load earlier. Come on, attack me, Mr. Caveman. Oh, nearly. Got him. Notice how that snail enemy killed that caveman enemy. The one with the mask. The game itself sets up a bunch of... Ooh. Oh, that big frog would drop the spring boots, but we already have the spring boots, so I don't care. The game sets up essentially... No! Oh, I'm so sorry. Yep. Spikes kill you instantly. What was I saying? The game essentially sets up a bunch of procedural rules and then just follows them through logically. So you can end up with things like enemies triggering traps or enemies hurting each other or even killing each other, depending upon how the level spawns in. Oops. Well, that's a shame. We're already down 2 health. I did warn you I was out of practice. Ooh! I wouldn't mind some of that. Unfortunately, it's going to take me 2 bombs to get over there, but that's probably worth it. Oh, 1 bomb. A machete, and ropes. Okay, that wasn't terrible. That was certainly worth 1 bomb. The machete isn't terrible, but the problem is the player character can only carry 1 thing at a time. So, like, I can't carry the machete and the damsel at the same time. And so, although the machete, you know, isn't bad, I just don't think it justifies the amount of hassle it would take for me to carry it around with me everywhere now. If it was something like the shotgun, it would be different. Because the shotgun is a very powerful weapon, even at range. I probably could be bothered to, like, keep picking up and putting down the shotgun and the damsel to get them both to the exit, but I don't think I'm going to bother for a machete. Right, notice the trap down there. There we go, I've triggered it. Judging by the blood particle effect, I think there was an enemy in there that spawned in and was immediately dispatched by the arrow. Okay, that could have gone better, but it could have gone worse, honestly. I wish I hadn't lost 2 health there, but we did quite well for loot. Oh, this is a fun one. So this is a idol. You can steal the idol, but it will trigger a trap. The exact nature of the trap depends upon which location in the game you're in. The mines, the jungle, the ice caves, or the temple all have a different trap associated with the idols. So check this out. And yes, this may come back to haunt me. If this ends up destroying the shopkeeper's shop, if there is a shopkeeper's shop on this level, then I will get blamed. Still, this idol's worth quite a lot of money. Oh, and the boulder actually stopped quite early. There was a shopkeeper's shop. I really lucked out there. That could have really ruined my game. The shopkeeper will actually buy the idol for full value, which is nice. So I'll take the climbing gloves, the cape. I can actually buy it all. I'll buy it all. So I'm now cash poor but item rich. So if I can not muck up massively, we're actually pretty well set now. I wouldn't mind some more bombs. You do tend to get through them. They're a very useful item. And obviously I wouldn't mind some more health. But as I was discussing earlier, the main thing is don't lose health, since it's very hard to get it back. So incidentally, I didn't go through what all the items do. The climbing gloves let us climb up sheer surfaces, which is fantastic vertical mobility. Plus we've got the cape, which will let us descend slowly. Oops. Like so. So right now we're doing pretty well for vertical mobility. A lot of options available to us right now, which wouldn't normally be available. I just have to hold it together. It's my game to lose at this point. Did I go past the damsel? I thought I did, but I thought I haven't found a way in yet. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't see her there. Oh, there she is. I have the spike boots, so I can do that. As I say, usually a caveman I think has 4 health? Right, so what... The manoeuvre I just pulled off there would not have been possible without the cape. I could only do it because the cape allowed me to descend slowly, avoiding a lot of nasty spikes. So we've got our health back up, and we're not rich by any means, but we've got some money. So there might be a bomb there. This is going to set some TNT off though, so I want to keep my distance. Amazingly, it didn't. That actually presents a problem. How do I open that box without... Can I pick the box up? I can. Aha! I didn't want my whip setting that TNT off, for reasons that I'm sure is obvious. That's not what I meant to do. Right. I'm out of bombs, and I got a parachute, which honestly wasn't what I was hoping for. Well, it is what it is. Hopefully we get the opportunity to purchase some bombs soon, or else our fortunes may change. I'll take that. Right, is there anything over here that we want? Not really. There was a bit of gold, but I'm not bothering for so little. Oh dear. Right, we avoided the arrow trap just by being far enough away. What did I just trigger? How? How did I do that? Well, now the shopkeeper's gonna try and kill me. Yep, our fortunes have certainly changed. I don't have a solution to this, I'm afraid. I mean, I'll take those items since... Clearly, I'm already in the shopkeeper's bad books. Oops. Oh, there's the key. Oh, but I don't know where the chest is anymore. It may have been destroyed. Uh-oh. Well, okay. This has become a very interesting game all of a sudden. We're very item rich, but we're going to be dealing with shopkeepers for the rest of the game. Plus I have no bombs anymore. So, yep, this is how quickly a game can... monkeys. This is how quickly a game can change. As you can imagine, if that monkey knocks me out while I'm over the spikes, I would have died. Bees! I just saw bees. That's bad news, especially with no bombs. I can't really deal with bees while there's no bombs. Sorry, without any bombs. That's the queen bee. Ah, that's a shop. And obviously the shopkeeper wants me dead. And there's the shopkeeper guarding an exit. Darn monkey. Oh, no. No, I'm still alive somehow. Goodness knows how I'm going to get to the exit safely, though. I'm probably not. Oh, he called the bee for me. That makes life easier. I think he's got me. I mean, I don't think I'm going to win this one, to be honest. I'm on 1 health and I've got shopkeepers to deal with. But we're not dead yet, so there's that. Oh, I can make a little sacrifice. As you do. I haven't acquired enough, I haven't accrued enough goodwill yet to get anything nice by sacrificing, but you can. In fact, one of the most valuable items in the game you get by sacrificing. Oh, I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's an item that lets you regain health by collecting the blood of the enemies you defeat. Now I think this is where it's game over. Because those tiki traps will definitely kill me if I come into contact with them. Oh, I know how I do this. Like so. There we go. Nope, they got me. I had no bombs. Bombs would have been the best way to get through that, but I had none. Let's try again. Oh, it's probably worth a rope at this point to grab a damsel. Actually, I said I can't remember the name of the item. I can just look that up, can't I? Where would it be? Items. These are all the items that I found in-game. Is it the Kapala or something? What is it? Oh, is it not there? I didn't see it. Huh. Fair enough. Strange. That's the item you can... Thankfully the damsel took the brunt of that. Thankfully from a point of view of our playthrough, I realised it wasn't the most gallant thing to throw the damsel in front of us. There's another damsel there, but I'm going to need a way to trigger that trap. Oh, I triggered the... Okay, never mind. I'm not going that way. Hang on. How am I going to get through there, though? Okay, I'll have to do this the hard way. Ow! Wish me luck. Dueling with a giant spider. Oh, I actually won. Nearly killed me, mind you. I'm on 1 health. Still, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We are actually still alive. And I've triggered the trap. Oh, I could have used this pot to do it. Oh, I'm dumb. Woo, no thank you. No thank you, Mr. Skellybones. Oh, Mr. Skellybones got me. Let's try again. So, as you can probably tell by now, this is completely randomly generated. Since this level looks nothing like the previous level 1 ones that we've encountered. I've got a parachute. The parachute just means that once, when I would take full damage, the parachute will trigger instead, and I won't take full damage. It's not a very good item in my opinion, since you shouldn't be taking full damage very often anyway. And I have found that occasionally it will trigger when you wish it wouldn't. But I mean, it was free, so it's not like I paid for it. Incidentally, that's a good example of why you want to carry an item in your hands to the next level if you can, because you can end up spawning in a place where you have no choice but to take damage from an arrow trap unless you brought something with you from the previous level. There we go, we sacrificed the damsel. Carly was really happy with that, and she gave us a compass. I mean, I didn't particularly want a machete, but I'm not carrying anything else right now, so I'll take it. Right, that's that spider dealt with. Right, arrow trap triggered. Grab the loot. And I saw there was a shop over there. The machete is actually one way you can fairly safely dispatch the shopkeeper if the whim takes you. I'm not going to do that this time, but it's a thing you can do. Ah, another opportunity to sacrifice. And another damsel, isn't that convenient? And we have the paste, so I can actually get the bomb where I'd need it to be. And we got the Kapala. Yeah, it is Kapala. A cup made from a human skull. It's used in bloody rituals. I'm a little surprised the game told me I've only just unlocked that, because I knew all about it. I've definitely had it before. Maybe I've never had it on stream before? I don't like that. That's a problem. That is a problem. Got ya. So the wonderful thing about the Kapala is whenever we run over blood now, it'll, the Kapala will collect it, and once it has enough, it will give us back health. So we're actually in a position now to acquire a lot of health, which isn't usually the case. This is actually going quite well. The one thing we don't have right now that I'd like to have is some sort of vertical mobility in preparation for the ice caves. But the ice caves are a long way off, so it's now actually worth my time to go after a lot more enemies, because I have the option. It's much easier for me to pick up health. Like so, I just got some health back. Oh, there's the key. Don't mind if I do. So we might stand a chance at getting the Ujet Eye as well. Unfortunately, because I'm now lugging 2 objects around, I do have to be careful about time. Oh, and there's the damsel on top of everything else. Ah, an option to gamble. Well, there you go. No! I'm so careless. Right, I'll let the damsel go. Where'd that machete go? Right, chuck the machete down. You can see how this can quickly take much more time than you'd like. I'm doing such a terrible job. Actually, it will be... Oh, never mind. There we go. I'm not doing too badly on health, just thanks to the Kapala, but I'm definitely playing very badly. Right, no more killing enemies just for the health. We need to wrap up here and get out. Right, there's the thing I was looking for. the chest. Let me grab the machete and we'll go. Time to go. Phew, that was close. And we're into the jungle. No vertical mobility options here either. I could pick up the mystery box and it could be anything. Fine. What'd I get? Oh, vertical mobility, just what I wanted. Now what am I going to do about this giant frog? Don't really have any good options, unfortunately. I don't think the giant frog takes damage if you jump on its head, but due to the proximity of the shopkeeper's shop... Yeah. Parachute saved me. I take back everything I said about it. Oh, blimey, we found the damsel. Not a great place for her to be. So, I didn't say it explicitly, but the vertical mobility I was talking about, we picked up the climbing gloves, so we can now go climb up and down vertical surfaces, which is ideal. Unfortunately, this is the best... Oh, I say unfortunately. This is the best we've... Darn it. This is the best we've been doing all night. So this is, again, very much my game to lose. I don't like the proximity of that plant. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my goodness. Good enough. At least I had the bombs to spare. Right, let's get out of here. Do you think I'll reach the ice caves this time? Oh, it's a dark level. Although we seem to be close to the other exit? How? This way? Oh, we can farm these two for blood. As you do. Excellent. I don't want to waste too many bombs looking for the secret exit though. It's very close to here. Is that it? Yes. We're right next to it. That's a lot of bombs I just spent to get here. Still, so you'll get to see the black market after all. It's not that interesting, but you might like to see it. This is a kissing booth. I could pay to get a kiss and therefore some money back. Actually, here's a trick. Spend a few minutes hanging back just to see if any enemies are going to trigger all the shopkeepers. That has happened to me before and I've just been murdered for doing absolutely nothing. Nothing wrong. I'd love some more bombs, thank you. Oh. I need to be more careful. That's the Ankh. That's the one I was talking about. you use is very expensive, but if you get the money, you can use it to get to an area later on it would be impossible to get to otherwise. Oh, this is unfortunate. And yes, you could steal the damsel and rescue her, but that would trigger all the shopkeepers as you'd expect. Okay, I can't kill the little frog for blood. Fair enough. I can farm these two for blood though, and get some health back. Look at that, I'm on 9 health. I'm a little worried about what I'm going to do about these monkeys though, they're going to be a problem. So the cavemen had 3 health it appears. Get off me. Right, there's 1 monkey down. Off. Two monkeys down. They can drop bombs, by the way. They can take bombs out of your inventory and drop them, which is not good. Right, if that's all of them, just have to hope I don't bodge the jumping. It would be a shame for me to lose now due to just a failed jump. Come at me, Mr. Bat. Come on. There we go. Oh, I'm running out of time. Time to go. That was close. Again, 1 touch from that ghost and you're dead. So yeah, this is actually going quite well now. We've got the compass and vertical mobility. We've actually got loads of health, quite a few bombs and ropes. I mean, I'm really in no... I don't even care about picking up that damsel. I've got so much health. Frankly, I'm better off with the bombs. I'll take those spring boots though. Notice how the tiki trap took out the giant frog. Get off me. Oh, I mucked that up. Never mind. I actually have the health to afford to muck up like that, which isn't usually the case. That's how much of a difference the Kapala makes. It's allowing me to make mistakes left, right and centre and actually get away with them. I am going to bomb through that though. Whee! Excellent! And we've reached the ice caves. So now you'll get to see what I was talking about. So thanks to having the compass, I can tell where the exit is. Yeah, I don't want to get frozen by that enemy. That's just insta-death. That Yeti will yeet me across the map if I even breathe near him. Ow. Okay, I got away with that. That was very careless of me though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Good thing I have ropes. Otherwise I'd have had to have like bombed through the shopkeeper's shop or something, which would not have gone well. And yep, I nearly got frozen there. I am not playing well. There's the exit and there's a landmine right next to it. And we're dead. So what happened there, I saw the first part of it, I didn't see the last part of it. I think what happened there was I hit the UFO flew off and exploded, as UFOs will do. I thought it was going to set the landmine off, thus clearing the area, but I think the landmine actually flew at us and then exploded. So yeah, that didn't go too well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll probably wrap up there for today. So, upcoming streams. Friday, I'm going to be beginning Chants of Senna. That's assuming I can get it installed without any trouble. That's, as I've said before, that's an adventure puzzle game. Which is based on the story of the Tower of Babel. Sorry, I was just checking something. Then on Saturday we'll be beginning Frostpunk, which is a survival city builder game set in an alternate history late 19th century during a volcanic winter. And then on Monday we will be continuing more Chants of Senna, since I assume we won't be finishing the game in one stream. So that's what's coming up. Oh yeah, and if for any reason I need to change my streaming schedule, I'll announce it on social media, which currently means X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, Mastodon and Meta Threads, and I'll also announce it on our Discord server. So yeah, that's about everything. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming. Good night.